we are group one. We are going to comment about group four. Okay. First of all, I'm sorry I was late, so I missed a little bit. My apology. Okay, I'm going to talk about the interaction with the audience, especially in Jeff's part. And secondly, they wait. I've noticed when they were in the drama, they pause to wait the audience reaction and given us the time to process the content, which I think was great. Good job. I'm going to give the floor to him.
Thanks, Aria, for giving me the floor. I'm Liang. I'm going to make a comment about the brilliant PPT. First, they divided every important information into parts to make it more memorable and clearly. Second, the font size is big enough to be seen comfortable. Third, in the start, they have a little font at the beginning, and it did catch my attention. And next, I'm going to give the floor to Penny.
Thank you for giving me the floor. I'm going to give comments on their scenario. Thanks for presenting such an interesting and impressive show. The drama makes us realize more about what they want to deliver. And
What is it?
huh,
What do they want to deliver?
later.
Oh, okay.
Also, it is very entertaining that we all have a great time. And I think they make the points very clear that we know the importance of the interpreter and the culture. So I think they did a great job, and we all very appreciate it. This is the end of my comment. I'm going to give the floor to Luke.
Thanks. Penny gave me the floor to make a short conclusion. First, they do well interaction with the audience. Second, they have excellent PPT. And third, they present an interesting and impressive drama. All of our members think they do a really good job. This is the end of our comments. Thank you. I will give the floor to the group 2.
Thanks for giving us a great presentation. They showed us some useful skills to maintain the meeting, such as do the roll call and review the agenda or stay on topic. They also present the impressive drama for those to let us know the important elements and interpreter should have, such as high concentration and linguistic background and
Good.
broad knowledge. And this is the end of my introduction, and I will give the floor to you.
Thank you, Peishan and Tsai. I'm going to talk about their performance. In the drama, I have to say Jeff, Amanda, and Yuki are outstanding actors. Their wonderful acts made the audience really blend into the story easily. And I have to say, especially for Yuki, she really acts like a Taiwanese person. Patient, outstanding, but really cares about the food in Taiwan. Like don't put the chopsticks directly on the rice. This is my comment. Let me give the floor to Yomi.
Thanks for giving the floor to me. I'm Ling, and now I'm going to give them 3 main comments about their PPT. First, they have a very powerful and special opening, and the counting down animation successfully catch the audience first sight. Second, on the part of discussion 2, they use a small art to mark out each steps and make the audience know where they are. Third, they flexibly use some visual aids such as the iPhone 7 launch video to make us get deeper to the topic. And after overall their PowerPoint performance, I think they are very professional and deliberate. And after my comments, I'm going to give the floor to Pei. She's going to make a conclusion.
Perfect.
To your campaign, let me make a short conclusion for group 4. They prepare many practical questions for us, such as you cannot have food or any drinks during the meeting. I think this it can make us know more about their presentation. And second, all the members in group 4 should express good facial expression and vivid movement during the scenario too. This is all about our comment. Let's give the floor to group 3.
Thank you.
Thanks group 2 to give us floor. And hello everyone, we are group 3. I'm Judy Wang. Today we're going to give some comments to group 4. And firstly, here we divide the comment into 3 parts, including their funny scenario, and their PowerPoint, and the last one is their stage performance. Firstly, I would like to talk about their funny scenario. With the scenario, we can know how important an interpreter is, and including he should know the language well, and she should know the different cultures between 2 countries. And I think Jeff really did a great job of it. And next, I would like to give the floor to Lady Liang.
Thanks Ling to give me the floor. I'm Liang. I'm in charge of the second and the third comment. The second comment is their special PPT. They use special beginning. It's very cool, and they use different resources like a video. And the third comment is their stage performance. Their voices are all loud enough, and they all have their personal advantage. Jeff is good at changing his voice to emphasize some points. And Amanda speaking is confident and professional. And Yuffie speaking is fluent and clear. And Yoyo's is good at using gestures. It's the end of our body. Let me give the floor to Tsai. She will give you a conclusion.
Very good. Thanks for Ling for giving me the floor. I'm Tsai, and now I'm going to make the conclusion of our comment. Our group really enjoyed the scenario because it is so educational and entertaining. We also appreciate their PowerPoint, especially their cool beginning video. As for their personal stage performance, everyone's voice was loud enough, and they were really good actor, and they are so fluent in speaking English, Chinese, and Taiwanese. Overall, we are really impressed, and thanks for Group 4 for their wonderful presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. Vincent is absent.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Now let's give the floor to Group 5 to make comments.
Good. Thank you.
Thanks Group 3 for giving us the floor to give comments. I'm Jenny, I'm Jiaxuan. Today we have 3 points to comment. The first is PPT, and second is their teamwork, and final is their Q&A. I'm in charge of the introduction and the comments about their PPT. And Joyce is in charge of comments about their teamwork, and Chloe is in charge of the comments about their Q&A. And in my opinion, I love their beginning video before their presentation because it looks very professional. And when the number is counting down, I feel nervous and feel excited to look forward to their presentation. And then I think their words in PPT is large enough. And I found that if their words rounds to the second rows, they will give the appropriate space between them. I think it's very considerate. And this is the end of my comments. And let me give the floor to Joyce. She is going to talk about their teamwork.
Hi, I'm Joyce Chen Xuan. Thanks Joshua for giving me a floor to make comments. I'm in charge of teamwork, the comments of teamwork. And first, we noticed that Yossi is careful because she turned down the volume of music when her voice is not enough, so we can clearly hear her voice. And second, we think it's good to add an interesting scenario to this presentation because this time's presentation is focused on activity. So we think these two parts are impressive to us. At the end of my comments, and next I want to give the floor to Ling to make comments on their Q&A and make conclusion.
Thank you, Chen Chen. I'm Ling. Today I'm going to make comments on their two parts of their presentation. One is activity 2 and the other one is Q&A time. Let's start with activity 2. First of all, Yo-Yo's voice is loud enough for everyone to hear. And second, his PPT is simple, easy understanding, and clear. The last one is the content of his PowerPoint. The checklist is well organized. Things to do, due dates, and notes. It shows everything. And let's move on to Q&A part. There were 4 questions in total in Jeff's part. And Jeff picks 4 different persons to answer the questions. And her interaction with audience is very good. And it is very sweet for him to repeat correct answer for each question.
Very good.
In general, all of our group members enjoyed their presentation today. So now let's give the floor to next group, group 6.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Hi, we are group 6. Thanks group 5 give the floor to us. I am Chen Peijuan. She is Meng Wang and she is Su Jing. We have 3 main comments about their presentation. The first one is their interaction with audience, and the second one is their performing skills, and the last one is their review. I am in charge of the first one comment, interaction with audience, and Meng Long will in charge of the second one comments, performing skills, and Su Jing will talk about the last one comments, review, and make a simple conclusion. Now I'm going to talk about the first one comments, interaction with audience. They have a lot of nice interaction with audience, such as when discussion questions, 对解 ask the audience about what the answer is yes or the answer is no. Or when activity 1, Amanda will ask the audience about what the product is, and she will choose the audience to answer the question. And when the audience answer the question is iPhone 7, she will give her a big hand to thank the audience answer the question and have the right answer. This is I finished my part, and Molo will talk about the second one comments, performing skills.
Very good.
Thanks, Annie. Hello, I'm Karen Xianmengro. I'm in charge of making comments about their performing skill. Jeff, Amanda, and Yuki are all good actors and actresses. Here I have 2 points. First, they all express their emotion well in detail. For example, as an unprepared interpreter, Jeff always acts distressed when he doesn't understand what the Taiwanese say, and the 2 managers from Taiwan and foreign managers, they all show us that they are angry when there are some misunderstanding between the 2 different cultures. And second, they do well because they add some different culture in their show, such as in Taiwan we use chopsticks, and that reminds us we have to prepare well before holding a meeting. And this is the end of my part. Now let's welcome Wendy.
Hi, I'm Wendy. Thanks for Molo to give me a floor. My name is Wendy Ling Sujing. I'm going to talk about the special request part for interpretation and the review part. First, in the special request part for interpretation, they line up the 6 key points. These points, like having a linguistic background and high concentration, each point is clear and brief. Although it is short, but they have detailed explanation. And in the second part, in the review part, the Q&A. In the Q&A, they ask audience which statement is true, because teachers had said the audience is idiots because they always forget what the presenter said. So I think they did a good job from this question. They have rearranged the key points, which was mentioned previous. And after talking about my comments, I want to make some conclusion. From our conclusion, I think each of you can understand they had good performance on their interaction, professional skill, and review part. They are professional and perfect today. We want to give them a big appreciation and a big hand.
Very good.
And let's welcome group 7 to do some comments for group 4.
When are you going to make your comments?
Good afternoon, everyone. We are group 7. I'm Nicola Ho Tianyu. He is Jerry Ling Yunyo, and she is Abby Hong Wei Chao. First of all, I want to thank group 4 to give us such excellent presentation. Compared to previous groups, they have different presents for us. Later, I will talk about their opening, and Jerry is going to tell you the contents of their presentation. Final part, Abby will talk about their personal performance. Now, I'm going to talk about my comments. Before their presentation starts, they use the videos to catch everyone's attention. and it makes the audience focus on what they are going to talk about later. And what's more, they will explain the wrong key elements. For example, turn vibrate or mute in every important meeting. I think this can make the audience know more clearly about their wrong key elements. Okay, I finished my part. Let me give the floor to Jarish. He is going to tell you the detail of their presentation.
Okay, thank you, Kola, for giving me the floor. And for their presentation, I think they did something new in their presentation. Firstly, they noticed the key element beforehand, before they present the show. And I think it's a little bit different from the previous group, because in the previous group, they always present the scenario first, and after that, they will tell us some key elements we should focus on. As they put the key elements first. And after they tell us the key elements, they give us a short video about the interpretation for the I7. After the short video, they integrate the key element into the show they create. Yes. And after their show, I see a big contrast between the interpretation for I7 and the show, and the interpretation Jeff hold. And it tells us how important an interpreter is in the meeting. And I finished my part, and then I will give the floor to Abby.
Hello, I'm Abby Pengwei-Qiao. I'm going to talk about their personal advantage. First people is Yo-Yo, Chen Ziyou. He show us he is confident when he talk about the content. The second person is Yufi Zhang Youzi. She is full of confidence, and in the performance she presents the role she in charge is very busy. Third person is Amanda Xie Zhuqi. She used the transition words such as what's more and after all. The last person, especially Jeff, Liu Yujie. In the chat list time, when nobody answers the question, he knows how to deal with such embarrassing situation. He repeated the question again, so that the audience could have enough time to think what answer is. I finished my part. Let's give the floor to next group. Thank you.
Sample Group 7 gave us the floor, and we are Group 8. My name is Wang Yijing. There are four key points in our comment, and I'm in charge of the first one and the second one. First of all, I'm going to talk about their opening. They use a short video to attract the audience, and it let us want to know more about their content. Secondly, I want to talk about their PPT slide. I found that they use no more than 5 colors to emphasize the key points.
Wow, that's cool.
Yes, it is the end of my comment. Let's welcome Kevin to tell you about their scenario and their group cooperation.
Thanks, Yijing, give me the floor. Hi, I'm Kevin Chen Zhenjie. I'm in charge of their group cooperation and their scenario. In their group cooperation, I think they are very excellent. For example, when they want to welcome the next speaker, they will call his or her name first and let me know who will in charge of the next part. As for their scenario, I think it impressed me. They use they use three kinds of language to perform the show and point out some cultural differences. They point out some cultural difference. And finally, thanks for good for to giving me the impressive presentation. Thank you.
Could you cue the last commentator? We have a guest speaker.
And let's welcome Hanwei to make comment.
Hi everyone, my name is Hawkins. Today is my first time here to see Group 4 deliver a presentation. And I think it's pretty impressive that they inserted a little scenario in the middle of the presentation. It really shows out how an interpreter and how the cultural differences could affect the meeting process and the effectiveness of the meeting. And then secondly, I want to give the compliment for their volume. Their volume is relatively high and it's easy for the audience to understand them very easily. So overall, I think they did a pretty fine job, although not perfection though, but still a pretty fine job. Thank you.
Could you cue Group 4 for their inside story?
Okay. Let's give the floor to Group 4.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, me again. Let me introduce our inside story. We have three times. Wait a second, you might want to start by saying thank you very much for your positive comments. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. Your comment is very useful for us. Okay, we have 3 times discussion. The first time is on September 29th, and we discussed general idea about each part and how to present, and set a due date to finish the PowerPoint. And the second time is on October 12th. We adjust and discuss the dialogue and rehearsal for the show. And the last time discussion is on October 13th, and we took a video. Okay, it's the important part. Let me show you our NG clips. Cool. It's a little bit long, but it's very interesting, so enjoy it. You're very good at video.
现实是中
接回去。
Can you come here to turn on the light? After the video, although we just only have 3 time discussion, but we all enjoy it, especially when we took the video. Okay, next part is our contribution. Amanda.
Hello everyone, I'm Amanda. I in charge of a film, just like previous film, and write a script and design the part of activity 2.
And I make PowerPoint and design the part of question and answer, and design the part of activity 2.
I'm Jeff. I'm design the part of the discussion questions.
And next one you will.
Design a part of the activity.
So this is the end of our